Hey guys, welcome back to Syberia 2. We are at the town of Romansburg trying to get coal for our train. There's this little girl Malka here, and she helped us out a little bit earlier.
Hi Malka.
To you, yes.
Do you know a place called Syberia?
It's a land. They talk about it in kid stories. It's so far away it probably doesn't exist anyway.
From what I've heard, there's fields of blue grass as far as the eye can see. And mammoths.
That's not right. Grass is green. Or yellow in the fall. Bluegrass is silly.
Either way's fine with me, Malka.
You really are a strange lady, Kate Walker.
I'm gonna see what I can find further on.
As you like, Kate Walker.
Okay, so the other place we haven't been to is to meet Serco through here. He runs a little bar and a little performance place here. Let's go and have a chat with him.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, milady, and welcome to the famous Circus Cabaret, haven of all known pleasures and human arts. How may I be of service to you?
I've just arrived here. My name's Walker. Kate Walker. You have a charming little town.
Well, Miss Walker, allow me to wish you a charming sojourn in our charming town.
Oh, I'm afraid I won't be around long. I've got to get going again soon. This is one strange town you live.
Only folks come to this town are folks just passing through. Often as not, cagey folk. Come here buying and selling or wheeling and dealing and having themselves a fine old time. After this town, there's nothing but snow, Miss Walker.
Mr. Circus, say, do a lot of trains pass through here?
Not now. Course, once upon a time that line was quite a thoroughfare. Now, it's good as abandoned. People going to know you in town, Miss Walker.
See you again sometime, Mr. Circus.
Hope to see you back here to catch my...
Okay, so let's go and have a look at the horses. They look like they have been made by Hans Voralberg. Let's take a closer look. And something seems to be missing here, so they're not working at the moment. Let's go back and talk to Serco about it.
Mr. Circus?
What can I do for you, miss?
Mr. Circus, those horses on the stage are strangely familiar.
Before, I had a performing monkey, but he died at the end of the fall. Climate here's too rough and tumble for intelligent animals. Without my monkey, my cabaret was a sham. But the show must go on, so I dug out these old automatons. Been pretty successful in their time. Let's get them back on stage, I said. It's their mechanism, though, very delicate to regulate, takes several hours. But I invite you, Miss Walker, to watch my new act, Horsebreaker to Mechanical Stallions.
Your clockwork horses, Mr. Circus. They look so like something a dear friend of mine might have made.
Maybe your dear friend is my dear friend. What's his name?
Hans Voralberg.
Hans Voralberg? Well, I never. It's been years since I've had any news of him. How's he going?
Very well. We're traveling together.
Oh, Miss Walker, can you tell Hans to come up here? Make an old showman mighty happy. If he could turn a screwdriver to them their clockwork horses, 'cause I don't know diddly about automatons.
Sure, I'll pass on the message. But I can't promise he'll come. We're kind of short of time, Mr. Circus, you understand.
Of course, Miss Walker. But tell him anyway. Would sure make my day.
See you again sometime, Mr. Circus.
Hope to see you back here to catch my horses in action.
Okay, so let's get out of here. In the last episode, we did find the oil for the coal machine, so we're going to fill that up. And just make sure that's working. It's over the other side here. So before we go up the top, we're going to grab the jerry can and place that in this motor here. And we're going to get this thing started just by pressing the red button up here. And everything should be good to go once we get back up the top.
Something terrible has happened.
Calm down, Oscar. What's happened?
Mr. Voralberg has disappeared.
What?
He was in the train, and now he isn't.
Don't panic, Oscar. He can't have gotten far. I'll go and round him up.
He is not in the best of health, Kate Walker. And it is so cold.
I know, but calm yourself down. I'll go and look for him right away.
Okay, so Hans has gone down to see his old friend Serko. There's this guy painting here. We can't actually talk to him, so he stands there painting the poster on the wall for quite a long while. Let's head down to the lower part of town and head back to Serko's cabaret. Actually, let's ask Malka about if she's seen anything first.
Would you have a second you could spare?
Oh, so you're still here then?
Malka, have you seen my friend Hans? He's not in great shape. I've got to find him.
The little man? Yes, I've seen him. He's kind. He told me about mammoths and faraway places.
So you have seen Hans. Where is he?
He went to Serko's place. He said, I'm just going to drop in on an old friend.
I'm gonna see what I can find further on. Thanks, Malka.
As you like, Kate Walker.
Oh, Hans. Hans?
Mammoth. Syberia. Oh.
Okay, so Hans has had some kind of a fit or something like that. We need to work out what's wrong with him.
How's it going?
Father, Hans doesn't want to stay in the attic anymore. What happened? It's not his fault.
How's it going?
Your brother's a good-for-nothing imbecile, Anna. You hear me? A feeble idiot.
Okay, right, and he's just going to keep on repeating the same kinds of things. There's nothing really much we can do to help him right now.
What does all this mean?
I don't know, Oscar. Hans has had a kind of fit, a kind of delirium. His health isn't exactly 100% right now.
Why, that's simply awful, Kate Walker. We must do something. Things cannot go on like this.
Please, calm down. I'll see what I can do.
Okay, Kate Walker, but do hurry.
Okay, so we need to find out how to get some help for Hans. Let's go and talk to the Colonel here in the general store. And maybe he'll have something or some information for us.
Colonel, please, can you help?
What can I do for you?
Would you have something to treat a fever? My friend is sick.
I'm sorry. I sold my last pills last week.
Is there a doctor around here, or a pharmacy or something?
Around these parts? That would surprise me. They say the monks up there can patch a man up. At least people around here go up there sometime.
Thanks for all your help.
The pleasure.
Let's talk to him
Colonel,
again.
please.
What can I...
Talk to him about Hans.
Our route is still long, and my friend is suffering. I don't know what to do.
Syberia is hellish cold at this time of year, Miss Walker. And journeys take an age.
Thanks for all your help.
The pleasure.
Okay, let's head down. See if anyone in the town can help us out a little bit more. We're going to speak with Malka again and then go into Circo's and see if they have any information that may help us out.
Malka?
Yes, Kate?
My friend Hans is very sick. He needs taking care of.
Oh, otherwise he's going to die, isn't he? Like Mama.
I don't know. He wants to get to the end of his journey so badly.
Sometimes that is not enough, Kate.
Since he was really young, Hans has dreamed of a land called Syberia.
Syberia doesn't exist. It's just a story they tell kids to make them sleep. And I'm no kid anymore.
I believe the story, though, Malka.
So, you're going to have to help your friend, Kate.
Tell me, do you know anyone who could help heal my friend Hans?
Zirkos has special tonics in his bar.
No, I need a real doctor.
Then you'll have to go to the monastery.
I suppose there are monks at the monastery.
That's right. Monks with big black robes. They're really creepy.
There's nothing to be afraid of. As monks, they must be good men. And you tell me they can treat Hans?
The patriarch is a stern old man. He won't treat your friend if you don't follow the monastery rules.
How do you know that, Malka?
He wouldn't look after Mama straight away, because of the rules. That's why she's dead.
I'm sorry, Malka.
Let's head in and talk to Circos. And he's going to have a little bit more information for us.
Howdy, Mr. Circos.
Good day to you, Miss Walker. How's our friend Hans Voralberg coming along?
Not great news.
Ah, well, if I can be of service, whatever you require, don't hesitate to shout.
Okay, we need a doctor. Let's ask him about Malka first of all.
Tell me, Mr. Circos. It was you who took in that little girl Malka into your care, wasn't it?
I just couldn't bear to leave a little girl like that.
What happened to her mother?
Oh, a gypsy woman fleeing God knows what monkey business. She got here half dead and crazed with fever.
The monks helped her, isn't that right?
You could say that. When they stopped being high and mighty, they took her up to their monastery for treatment. But it was far too late for the poor girl. Them old crows make up their own rules.
What rules are you talking about?
It's a phony old custom. To decide whether a dying man is actually dying at all, the patriarch of the monastery looks at the patient's face before deciding yea or nay.
But how? I don't understand.
They kind of make this print of the face on a piece of cloth, you know, like the shroud of Jesus in the Bible.
Okay, so we need to find out about this shroud.
I must confess I don't really understand this shroud story.
You'll see, just outside the village, the monks have put this kind of iron box. A box containing a pile of linen sheets. When you put one of these sheets over the face of the sick man, it has the curious property of soaking up all his sweat and juices. So effective it is that all the features of his face can be seen on the cloth.
And so the old patriarch looks to this print to form his diagnosis?
At least what he can judge is whether that face on the shroud is sick enough to get dragged up those rocks to the monastery and be treated by him.
I suppose anybody can take a cloth from the crate if he needs it?
You suppose wrong, Miss Walker. One person has charge of the distribution of the said shrouds, and that's Malka. She sure is proud of her position. The Patriarch himself gave her the responsibility, and that kid ain't giving it up for no man, believe me.
Okay.
I've got to go now.
Go quick.
Mighty kind, Mr.
Okay, so let's head on out of here. Malka has the tokens for the shrouds. We need to quickly go and grab one of those, then head back and take a print of Hans's face so that we can take that to the monastery. Let's have a chat with Malka here and see if we can get one of these tokens.
How is it going?
He told me why they couldn't treat her at the monastery.
Yes, Kate.
Sometimes people get too sick and there's nothing that can be done.
Is your friend too sick?
I hope he isn't.
I'm going to help you, Kate.
Can you help me, Malka?
Only if your friend is a little bit sick. Not too much or you'll be sad.
We'll see. Let's give it a try, you know? Like for your mother, with the monks.
On the road to the monastery, there's a kind of box with sheets. The monks call them shrouds. I'm going to give you a token so you can get one. It's very important, Kate Walker.
Then what do I do with this shroud?
Take it and lay it over your friend's face.
Okay, I'll give it a try. Thank you for your help.
Come back and see me. I like you, Kate.
Okay, so we've got the token. We need to head to the other side of town here, where we can climb up the hill to the monastery. As we see, it's going to get a little bit cold out there, and we're going to have to get some warmer clothes. But first of all, let's get this shroud.
It's really a bit too cold.
Okay, we've got the shroud. We're going to try and walk up here first of all, and Kate won't be able to make it because it's
It's really a bit too cold. I'll be needing some warm clothes.
It's too cold, but at least we know now that we need some warm clothes, and we can go and ask the Colonel about finding some warmer clothes to wear. So we're going to have to run back now, back up to the train, take the print of Hans's face, find some warmer clothes, and then we're going to head back up the mountain again. So there is a bit of walking backwards and forwards in this game. So not too many times though, but we'll be going back here a few times. Let's head up the steps. Not there. Okay, let's take the print of Hans's face first of all, before we forget to do that. And let's go back and talk to the Colonel again and see what he has for us. We'll be able to find some warmer clothes here so that we can actually get up the mountain.
Colonel, please, can you
What can I do?
I want to go up to the monastery, but it's so cold outside. Would you have some warm clothes to loan me?
Maybe so. I might find what you want up in the attic. I'll get the ladder out.
I'll pay you for what I use, of course.
Don't you worry, Kachuchka. You're a true ray of sunshine in this dusty old shop. And we don't see sunshine here every day. You'll find something that'll fit you in the attic, I'm sure. There you go, miss. I can't climb up there anymore.
Okay, so there is some warm clothes over here that we're going to grab, and I can't see anything else that we can grab just yet up here.
Now,
so
where to find someplace appropriate to slip into this?
we're going to head back down the ladder and head into the bathroom in the train so that Kate can get changed, and then head back up the mountain, and hopefully we're going to find one of the monks that we can have a chat with.
At last. A bit of privacy, for once. Toasty. And not unelegant, even.
Okay, we're just going to run back to the mountain now. This guy's still working on the same poster there. Let's head down once more. There's a little rabbit hopping away, but there's nothing else here for us to look at. The monastery is pretty massive, as you can see, and it looks like the work of Hans Voralberg here as well. Let's ring the bell first of all and see what happens. Okay, they're not going to let Kate in just yet because the monks don't allow females into the monastery, so we're going to have to figure something out. Let's go and chat with one of the monks over here who's doing some washing.
Excuse me. I'm sorry to disturb you, sir?
Blessed art thou, my sister. What can I do for you?
I'm traveling with an old man, Hans Voralberg, and...
Voralberg? Did you say Voralberg, my sister?
You know him?
No, but I know someone else. Can you hear? It is the sweet song of the Merula alba. If only I could catch a glimpse, such a rare, pretty bird. Few are they who say in truth they have spied her beauty. It is probably seeking some other Merula alba.
Okay, so he is interested in these birds. Let's ask him first
You
about the
live
monastery.
in the monastery, I suppose.
That is right, my sister.
Are there many of you up there?
A few old monks. Few are those who heed the calling in this age.
Tell me, what have we got to do to get into the monastery?
You must pull the rope that rings the bell, my sister, but not too hard, or you will scare the birds.
Thank you.
Okay, they don't let us in, obviously.
I rang the bell, but the monk at the door doesn't seem to want to show me in.
There are rules. Rules and traditions to respect here. Respect.
What rules? What tradition?
That some people are less worthy than others.
Okay, so how does that monk up there make an opinion about my worthiness by just looking at me?
It is not a question to ask, my sister.
What is a marula alba?
A rare bird. It can never be seen, as it is as white as snow. They say that when a man sees it, his mind clears, and his intelligence grows and grows.
There seem to be a lot of birds around here.
Yes, yes, but the only one that interests me is the merula alba.
You're telling me that I'm not...
I didn't say. No, I just washed dirty laundry. That
Yes, you did say that. You would...
femina inconcessus.
I don't understand Latin.
Latin, like the birds. Erythacus rubecula, picus viridis, merula alba.
You speak Latin, then?
Oh, monk's Latin, pigeon Latin.
You seem to know the Latin names of birds.
Pretty birds, pretty bird.
Picus viridis?
Woodpecker,
How about Erythacus rubic
robin,
and Merula alba?
white raven, my sister.
Femina inconcessus?
Women, forbidden. No,
Right. I get it. Because I'm a woman, I'm forbidden access to the monastery. Now I understand.
that's the rule, sister.
Of course, brother. Women are the source of all sin. Isn't that so?
Okay, let's
I'm
get out of
going.
here.
What?
He's not going to help us, so we're going to head back now, all the way back to the general store, which is a bit of a trek, getting back down there. But we do need to give the monk something to help him with his bird watching. So we're going to go and see if the colonel has anything for us that we can give him. I wish there was an automatic return to the train button rather than having to go through all of these screens again, but that's the way it is. So we're just going to do it as quickly as we can. There's a little bird up there, actually. Not the one that he is looking for, the white raven or whatever it is. Okay, let's quickly head up, and we're going to head across. This guy's still standing there. He's going to be standing there all day. Let's head into the general store. Have another chat with this guy who's been so nice to us. He's given us so much stuff. Hello again.
Colonel?
Ah, Miss Walker.
Colonel, you don't have one of those whistles for making bird noises among your many treasures here, do you?
A bird call. Why, I sell them by the truckload during the hunting season. I've got a whole collection of them. I think I've got just what you need somewhere. Aha!
Okay, so we've been
Thanks
given
for
the
all
gold.
your help, Colonel.
The pleasure is all mine, Miss Walker.
Black and the silver bird call. so we're going to run back down to the town and then up the mountain again. A little bit of running around in this episode, but there's nothing much we can do about it. It's just what we need to do. Okay, so he likes birds. We do have the bird whistles. The one we're looking for is the silver bird call for the... I can't remember the name of it, but that's the one he wants. Let's give that to him.
Can you hear? Can you hear? The Merula Alba. It is calling to me. Calling to me.
So now we can take one of his robes here. And finally now we should be able to get access into the monastery. So let's ring the bell once more. And we should be able to pass ourselves off as a monk now. So he's going to send the elevator down and we're going to take it up to the top. And finally have a look at the monastery. And here we are. We're going to explore this monastery in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all again soon.